Morning, it's Jonathan Barrett with the morning debrief. It's the 3rd of November. Current time is 7:49. And as all the G20 leaders meeting Cairns for the start of the G20 summit, there's obviously a lot more twists and turns that we're starting to focus on, particularly with the Greek debt. It seems to me that the Greeks will continue with their referendum. At the moment, we have Merkel, Sarkozy, and Lagarde actually having a private conversation or a private word with the Greek PM. So it will be quite interesting to see exactly what unfolds from that. I think what we do feel is that they will come up with some result, and the referendum perhaps will be cancelled. Let's hope so. One interesting statistic that was brought to my attention was the Greeks have never minded defaulting on their debts. The country defaulted in 1826, 43, 1860 and 1893. Beware of Greeks bearing gifts, I guess, comes to mind all of a sudden. The other thing is it seems ironic that the government that basically started the issue is also now going back to the people. And I think you'll probably find there'll be a vote of confidence or lack thereof on the current party. Anyway, time will only tell on that. Let's see how that unfolds. The Dow had a good night last night, quite positive, and so did Europe. I think that the market is quite optimistic that the EU will come up, and just so the G20 plus Sarkozy, Merkel, and Lagarde will come up with a plan. I guess the concern that we have is Ms. Gillard is over there as well, and I guarantee you she'll probably dip in some cash as well, hard-earned tax dollars going somewhere else to help the Greeks. Anyway, let's see how that unfolds. Let's have a market wrap first. The Dow up 1.53%. We had the FOMC meeting. It was up a lot higher. The FOMC meeting came in and basically said there are still concerns. But Bernanke said he still remains issued about unemployment rate and GDP growth. Interest rates will remain low until probably around about 2014 is some number, that I've heard, or until GDP percentage growth starts to pick up. I think it's more to do with GDP rather than actual time on it. The other thing is interest rates will stay at their level, and also MF Global in the grey market dropped 87% and was delisted. Okay, let's run through things. And just a bit of the news. Whole Foods, oh, that's our company, so I thought I had some inflationary thing there. Nope. Okay, Berlusconi calls cabinet meeting. I think he's just going to reiterate his strength there. Bit of politics in US, stocks rebound, commodities rise, MF Trust we know. Economy, Bernanke says mortgage might buy. That's an interesting thing. Sports, energy, crude oil rises for the first time in 4 days. Jobs data growth. We did have some positive jobs data last night as well. The main headline is tomorrow night. That's probably about it. Okay, let's have a look at the global world indices, and you can see that things remain relatively positive there. And the Dow's up 1.53%, the S&P's up 161, and the Nasdaq up 127. Pretty positive, but certainly off their highs. The top 50 was up 1.42%, the FTSE 1.15, and the CAC up 1.38. The DAX up 2.25. As I said, the market seems to be quite optimistic. The G20 will come up with something. As we've noted in the past, it's going to take a long time. And remember, there are a lot of hurdles, a lot of bumps, and a lot of holes in this road to some form of recovery. We'll just have to wait and see. The SPY on SICOM up 43 points, 4,212. Okay, let's have a quick look at the commodities. And energy up a little bit. Brent crude was down, but West Texas was up. As you know, we always focus on the spread between the two, and that's now come in at 16.84, and that's eroding. Remember, we put that trade on and recommended it when we were at 24, and that seems to be showing great dividends. Okay, moving along. A couple of big reverse movements in cocoa, which was quite interesting, but apart from that, corn was down 9 cents. Wheat down 6 cents, soybean down 0.2. Keep an eye on that wheat market. It is at very important levels, 600 or 6 cents, very important. 623, 615, around that area, major support, a break of that area, suggests a short trade to the downside. Let's see how that goes. Copper up 8.5 or 2.43% at 358. Gold, a good strong night, up 1.5% at 1737. And that seems to be, in my mind, risk aversion. Okay, let's have a look at a few trades. Quickly, the dollar index, 77.28. That's holding onto those highs. And as you know, we're a supporter of the dollar trading higher. We did get a low of 77, but still holding on to these gains. If it does happen to take out that 76.90 level, then we're going to a bit more deeper consolidation for it. But it seems to me that the gravitational pull remains to the top side. Aussie dollar, exceptionally volatile there. Just remember a break through that old low there at 102.90 suggests it trades back down to this area here, 1.018, maybe even a lower to 1.01. So Aussie, I think, remains under pressure. The local market, 44,211, and look, that seems to be okay. This looks like it's more ranging stuff. Would not be surprised just to see that ranging continue and see it perhaps trade in that range, 41.50 on the downside and 42.85 on the top side. Righty-ho, now let's have a look. Copper, a bit of a bounce as we know, and crude, 92.51, a little bit of a bounce there. 95 needs to be broken in order for it to get higher than that and trade into a new and higher range. But that's pretty tough given what's out there at the moment. Okay, let's have a look at the economic calendar. And for tonight, or in Australia, we've got retail sales, obviously very important. 0.4% is what we're looking, so that's down a little bit, not that positive, and probably reiterate more easing from the RBA. Remember, we did lose a 0.25% on Tuesday. We've got RBC consumer confidence index in the States, non-farm productivity, initial jobless claims, etc., all quite important, and the ISM and non-manufacturing composite and factory orders, all quite good there as well. ECB announces interest rates tonight. They're all expected to remain unchanged at 1.5%. Okay, well, that's pretty much about it from me. I think a few things we're looking at and continue to look at. Short the Aussie, and we're certainly short that spread, and I guess that, and long small gold. But that's about it. I hope everyone has a great day. Happy trading, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.